Have you ever noticed how just a harsh word, a crooked glance, or an unexpected criticism can make your whole day collapse? Often, we react explosively, as if every provocation were a battle we must win. But the truth is different. When we respond with anger, we hand over our power on a silver platter. You were born to master your emotions, not to be a slave to them. Imagine facing any situation, a heated argument at work, an insult on social media, or even an injustice in your personal life, and remaining calm, steady, unshakable. While others wear themselves out, you remain in control, the owner of your peace. This is the true secret of Stoicism, living as if nothing has the power to destabilize you. Because, deep down, those who lose control have already lost the battle before it even begins. Today, I'm going to show you how to develop the most powerful skill of all, maintaining absolute control in any situation. You'll learn how to turn provocations into strength, face criticism without faltering, and achieve the serenity that so few truly master. But before we continue, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this message. By doing so, you also help strengthen this community of unshakable minds.
1. Stand firm and defend who you are. Few realize that the greatest power anyone can have is the ability to act as if nothing can shake them. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or numbing yourself. It means consciously choosing that no provocation, injustice, or betrayal will steal your peace. Think of Joseph, betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, and unjustly imprisoned. He had every reason to be bitter, but he kept his dignity, worked with excellence, and waited silently for the right opportunity. He didn't react on impulse, didn't seek immediate revenge, but strengthened himself internally. Practical exercise. The next time someone irritates you, pause, take a deep breath, and acknowledge your emotions without acting immediately. Ask yourself, will my reaction strengthen me or weaken me? Turn each provocation into a practice of patience and self-control. Inspirational summary. Those who stay calm keep their power. 2. Stoic shield. How not to let disappointment break you. Disappointment comes for everyone, no matter how prepared you are. A plan fails, an opportunity slips away, a promise is broken. Many people crumble as if a setback defines their worth, but it doesn't. Disappointment is information, not condemnation. It shows what didn't work, not that you are incapable. The problem is we often confuse results with identity. I failed, therefore I am a failure. This mindset is toxic. Think of the greatest inventors, athletes, and leaders. They failed more times than they succeeded. Each failure was not a stop sign, but a lesson. In Stoicism, external events are neutral. The meaning comes from the judgment we give them. View disappointment as a teacher. You may still feel frustration or sadness, but transform these emotions into fuel to learn and act. Practical exercise. When something goes wrong, ask, what differed from my expectation? What can I control and improve? What will I do differently next time? Answering these questions turns setbacks into lessons and lessons into strategy.
3. Bend without breaking. Flexibility as strength. Life will throw storms you cannot control, and how you respond decides if you emerge stronger or shattered. Many think strength is rigidity, standing firm no matter what. But like a rigid oak in a hurricane, inflexibility can break you. True power lies in bending without losing your essence, like bamboo, swaying with the wind, yet returning upright once the storm passes. Flexibility is not weakness or giving up. It is adapting strategies without betraying your values. Accept change while staying centered. Rigidity builds internal pressure, which bursts out as anger, frustration, or stress.
The bamboo releases pressure, survives, and grows stronger. Stoicism teaches that force is in flowing with the inevitable, while preserving virtue and inner peace. Practical exercise. When faced with a problem, pause and ask, what can I control and what must I accept? Adjust your approach without compromising your principles. Practice seeing alternate routes when a direct path is blocked. Inspirational summary. Bend with life, but never break your principles. 4. Every irritation is training for inner calm. Every irritation you face is a disguised opportunity. Our minds are trained to react, complain, and get swept away by small annoyances. But if you shift your perspective, every discomfort becomes a gym for emotional strength. Traffic delays, rude comments, unexpected setbacks, these moments that usually drain your energy can instead fortify you. True calm for big challenges doesn't appear suddenly. It's forged by consistently practicing control in small, everyday annoyances until it becomes automatic. Most people waste these opportunities, reacting impulsively and losing energy. But when you treat minor irritations as practice, you are lifting the weight of self-control. Each pause, each breath, each choice not to react builds resilience. Life gives small tests to prepare you for bigger ones. It's up to you to use them wisely. Inspirational summary. Strength is born in discomfort. Mastery comes from daily practice.
5. Overcome fear and shame. Fear and shame are invisible chains. You can't see them, yet they shape every step you take. They make you doubt yourself, hesitate, or hide your true self to avoid judgment. Often, you don't even question their origin, you just accept them as who you are. But they are learned emotions, built on old beliefs that no longer reflect your reality. The first step to freedom is not avoidance, it's observation. Notice how fear appears in your body, the thoughts accompanying it, the moments it strikes. Maybe the fear that stops you comes from a long past event, and the shame you carry from outdated patterns that were never yours. Ignoring them only strengthens their grip. Observing without judgment diminishes their power. Practical exercise. The next time fear or shame arises, face it consciously. Say to yourself, I see you, I know you are here, but you will not stop me. When shame tries to make you bow, breathe and remind yourself, I am human. I do not need to be perfect to act courageously. Courage in Stoicism is not the absence of fear, but knowing your emotions and choosing not to be ruled by them. Inspirational summary. Face fear and shame. In doing so, you unlock your true potential. Number 6. You are not your results. If you measure your value by your results, you are trapped in an emotional roller coaster. When you succeed, pride swells. When you fail, doubt and self-criticism consume you. This swing never stops because results are unstable by nature. One day you're on top, the next at the bottom. Your worth should never fluctuate with them. Linking self-esteem to achievements is like building a house on sand. Sooner or later, it collapses. Results depend on countless variables beyond your control: the market, others' opinions, sudden external changes. When your identity is tied to them, any wind can shake you. Stoic practice. Detach value from results. Measure life by consistency with your principles, quality of effort, and integrity. Losing a job, missing a goal, or facing rejection no longer diminishes your worth. Victory becomes a bonus, failure a lesson. Ask yourself after any project, did I act in line with my values? Did I give my best? Did I learn? If yes, you have already won. Inspirational summary. Character and effort matter more than any outcome.
7. Defend your peace, not your ego. Many battles we fight aren't for peace, They are for ego. You argue to prove yourself, respond to correct misunderstandings, or seek recognition. But at what cost? Every time you defend pride over energy, you spend vital force on what matters least. Ego seeks approval. Wisdom seeks peace. You don't need to win every argument or clarify every misinterpretation. Truth does not require a desperate advocate. If your sense of self depends on others' beliefs, you are not free. And if you aren't free, even a small insult can steal your calm. Protecting your energy means choosing carefully which battles to fight. Not every provocation deserves a response. Silence can be your greatest defense, not because you lack reason, but because you have priorities. Next time you feel the urge to correct someone, ask, will this bring me peace or feed my ego? 9 times out of 10, the answer is not worth it. True power lies in choosing what deserves your attention. What doesn't control your focus cannot control your life. Practical exercise. When criticized, breathe, observe your reaction, and decide whether your response serves peace or ego. Each time you avoid a pointless battle, you store energy for what truly matters: your goals, well-being, and meaningful relationships. Inspirational summary: mastering your attention is mastering your life.
Throughout this journey, imagine the bamboo in a storm. The rigid oak may break, but the bamboo bends and survives. Life will push, test, and challenge you, yet flexibility without losing your core keeps you standing. Think of Joseph, betrayed and imprisoned, yet his calm, patient resilience led him from a dungeon to the palace. Even small irritations, a rude comment, traffic delays, a critical glance, are like tiny weights in a gym, training your emotional strength for the storms ahead. Picture a river flowing around rocks, never stopping but adjusting its path. So should your mind, firm in purpose, adaptable in approach. Courage, patience, and self-control are muscles developed in daily trials, not comfort zones. Each challenge, big or small, is an opportunity to transform external pressures into internal power. Your character becomes the unshakable anchor amidst chaos. Practical exercise. The next time you feel irritated or provoked, pause and visualize the bamboo or the river. Reflect, will I break or will I bend with strength? Let the imagery guide your response. Over time, the storms that once overwhelmed you will instead polish your wisdom, resilience, and peace of mind. Inspirational summary: life's trials shape the unbreakable mind. Bend, adapt, and rise stronger every time.
Take a deep breath and affirm, I am the master of my mind, not its servant. Let this phrase echo every time anger, fear, or frustration arises. Now, reflect. Is this moment worth giving away my calm? Will reacting impulsively serve my purpose or drain my energy? Consider the small tests life places in front of you daily: delays, interruptions, unexpected criticism. Each one is a chance to train your emotional resilience. Write down 3 situations from your past week where you reacted and felt regret. For each, ask yourself, what would I do differently if I responded like a Stoic? Visualize that scenario, choosing patience, clarity, and calm. Feel how different your energy becomes. Next, create your mini mantra for challenges. External events are neutral. My response is my power. Repeat it silently before stressful meetings, difficult conversations, or moments of uncertainty. Let it become instinctive. Rhetorical questions for reflection. If I remain unshaken by minor irritations, how will I handle bigger storms? What strength am I building with each choice to pause instead of react? How does my calm influence those around me? Practical exercise. For the next 7 days, note every situation where your patience is tested. Record how you respond using your Stoic mindset. At the end of the week, review your progress. Notice the growth in your ability to remain composed and focused on what truly matters. Summary inspiration. Every pause, every choice to remain calm is a step toward unshakable strength and freedom.
Remember this: no external event has the power to disturb your inner calm unless you allow it. True strength is not measured by how much you conquer outside, but by how composed you remain inside. Every challenge, every provocation is an opportunity to exercise your dignity, your patience, and your mastery over yourself. Stand tall in the storms of life. Choose clarity over confusion, action over reaction, and serenity over chaos. Let your mind be like a calm lake, reflecting reality without being disturbed by every ripple. The world will test you, but your peace, once claimed, is unshakable. Carry this with you. I am the captain of my mind, the guardian of my calm, and nothing can take that from me. Step into each day with this mindset and watch how life bends to your steadiness, not your impulses.